Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here. Welcome back to my shop. So, got a job, actually 2 jobs into one here, from one of my repeat customers. Figured I'd film it, give you guys a little bit of content. So, this part here is off a 3-point tractor, and this part here is off a 0-turn mower. So, let me get it a little bit closer. So, I guess this has 2 attachments on it. Let me get in frame here. So this is on this side, and something attaches on this bolt. And well, as you can see, there's a, hopefully you guys can see that. So, broken bolt. So that end is supposed to be, like this end here. So we got a little getter out job. Doesn't appear that they used Loctite, and this is a grade 5 bolt, so hopefully that should come out pretty easy. And then our second task here on this 3-point hitch, let me hold her up. So can you see that? So it's bent. It's really good here, I guess, if you guys can see it. So now this is an odd size. This piece of angle right here, it's 5/16 thick, but like one side is 1 3/4, the other side is 2 1/4. So as much work as I thought it would take, it'd be easier just to buzz it off, put a new piece of angle iron in, right? But since this is an odd size angle iron, it's gonna be a lot of fooling around. So what I think about doing here is heating it up. We'll get it down, and once we get everything straight, then I can weld a couple plates right here, and it'll be extra strong. I think that'll probably be the easiest way, and plus, save the customer some money. So that's what we got. And let's get to this first, I guess. But before we get started, Mr. Chaos has reminded me I'm neglecting him. All right, you ready? Don't have much room to throw. So you can see I got the shop truck in here. So, tearing into that while I got some free time. I guess you saw this in the background. So all new, complete disc brake conversion kit from PRD Design. They just came out with this, so really excited to get this so I can actually stop the truck, because those old drum brakes, they're marginal at best. When you step on the brake pedal, it's kind of a request, please stop. So, and of course, while I'm in there, I'm going to tear down the to the front end and check the ball joints, tie rod ends, put new shocks, to put new A-arm bushings and all that good stuff. So I will be in the shop. I will be busy, but I just won't be filming that stuff. All right, you got to drop it. I got to get to work. Huh? All right, we got to get over to the lathe. You can tell it's not a grade 5, it is a grade 5 bolt, not a grade 2. Took a little effort. Alright, I'm going to try a left-handed drill bit and see if she'll just walk out. There we go. All right, just like that. Well, it's nice when they don't fight you. So, came right out. That's good. We are going to try a little press action instead. Work smarter, not harder. So he looks flat there. I'm just going to let it sit under pressure, let her cool all the way down, and see if she stays straight and doesn't bend back a little bit. It's been a few hours. It's cooled down to room temperature, so let's see if it's straight or if we get any spring back and we gotta, press it a little more. I'm not sure how well the camera's picking it up, but she looks pretty darn straight, except for that area where I heat and beat with the hammer, since obviously that wasn't going to work since we had such a tweaked area. Let's get her back over to the welding bench and check her out. Well, we're way better than we were. Still not perfect. I think I'm going to take it over to the press and see if I can get it just a little bit better. I apologize because this isn't the greatest camera angle or lighting. With the truck behind me, I really can't get you guys set up behind me at an angle to see everything. But if I move you, so this is what we got. Got it supported on its ends, and we'll try to get that center section down just a little more. So bear with you guys sitting on the press. Now she still wants to spring back. I took it past just a little bit. Alright, let's check that. Well, that's the best I can get her. Got just a little bit of gap, but she's pretty straight. Otherwise, that's the area where I went happy with the hammer on her. So I think that'll do, because if you notice, we've got her all closed up down here. So I can't compress her anymore. All right, let's get on to bracing this thing up. All right, need to put a 1-inch hole for the hitch ball into this plate. I don't know if I mentioned, this is a 3/8 thick, 2.5 inch wide piece of flat bar, and I'm just using the eyeball method here. No need to try to break out the wiggler and indicate this. This will be good enough. See if I can do this without getting the lens covered in cutting oil. Clear some chips so they don't hit the camera. Alright, one nice hole. One nice clean hole with a good fit. I know sometimes people forget about annular cutters. They just grab the drill bits, but you know, annular cutters give you a nice dimensional hole usually, not to mention a lot quicker, because obviously you're not trying to remove all that material, you're just pulling out a plug. Well, let me get this all prepped and we'll get it ready to weld this thing on. Well, there you go, guys. One beefy repair on a 3-point hitch. This is obviously stronger than the original. Should work out just fine. Nice fit on the shank of the ball because we use that annular cutter. So I think the customer will be pleased, and this should work well for him. He already came by earlier and picked up the piece for the lawnmower that had the broken bolt in it. He wanted to get mowing, so he grabbed that. So all I got to showcase is this, but hey, hope you guys enjoyed this quick repair. This is kind of the stuff that always comes in the shop. You never know what it's going to be, which makes it a little bit fun. Also makes it challenging because most of the time we had a budget that we got to work with. But you know, this was pretty cut and dry. So thanks for watching. If you're not a subscriber, hey, how about hitting that subscribe button? I'd appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. And I just realized with the last video, we just crossed over a milestone. My last video was video number 400, so this is going to be 401. Man, that's a lot of videos. And next month, depending on when you watch this video, May of 2026, we'll have been on YouTube for 9 years. Man, time flies, doesn't it? So thanks for all the support. Thanks to all the subscribers that have been sticking with me since day one. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can get to 10,000 here soon. I don't know if we'll get it in 2026. Maybe we'll have one or two awesome repair videos and I can get a bunch of new subscribers. That would be great. Well, we'll see how it goes. So, hey, that's going to be a wrap, and we'll catch you on the next video and the next project. All right, guys? See ya. Bye.